What's going on, guys? I decided to go ahead and drop the gear down on the Redcat. This is the black one I had. I had a 14 tooth on there at one point, but then I went back to the stock 17 tooth just to see what it would be like, and it wasn't too bad actually for a stock gear. But and instead of going back to the 14, I picked up a Traxxas 15 tooth the other day. So we'll just go ahead and drop it probably to a 15. See what that actually. I might put the 14 back on here because, well, it don't matter. I think I got a 35 turn in the other truck up there, and since it's slower, I thought about taking that 17 tooth off and maybe put the 15 on it. Put the 14 on here with the 27 turn, I believe, because I'm not going to drop too slow of a gear on the other truck because it's already a 35 turn. You can't go too low. Let's just put it on here and see what we get. We'll worry about it later, I guess. So, let's see how she lines up. Okay, now I got the 15 tooth in there. Went ahead and just went with that. I don't know. I do know one thing, that if you're going to work on the trucks inside, it's got plenty of torque now. Oh yeah, it's not bad at all. I think it drops it down just enough. It shouldn't have slowed it a horrible lot, but it should give it a good little bit more torque, just 2 teeth less. But yeah, if you're going to work on your trucks, always remember to wash your tires before you bring them in the house, instead of letting them dry up on the shelf. That's just the way I roll sometimes. And also, let me just put this out of the way real quick. Make sure my winch is undone. I went ahead and slapped these old rock beasts back on the gravedigger, and the other day my front drive shaft came out, broke. I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, but anyway, wherever it's at, my drive shaft yoke, here it is. This little piece kind of just decided to spread apart. So anyway, not a big deal, because like I've said before, I got these metal ones here. Nice set of metal dry shafts. Only problem was I didn't have the right size screw. So I made my own pins just for temporary. And I gorilla taped over them just to keep from losing them for somewhat. And you see, way before I got this truck, it's always been in good shape, but somebody has gorilla taped these pins just to prevent losing them. So it must have been something they had an issue with. But I've never had a problem with it. Tapes never even came off. But I still only just put the one dry shaft on it. I'm not going to put the back one until I get the right set screws. I just hate having one sitting here that I can't drive. So, anyway. That one's just, it's drivable, but that's about it. I wouldn't get carried away with it. So, anyway, big thing is clean your tires first. I think I'm going to do that when I'm done. But for now, we're going to go ahead and go outside for just a minute and test out this 15 tooth pinion with the 27 turn Trailmaster and 1080 ESC. So I've already run it before like this, but with the 14. So I'm wanting to see if this one extra tooth past that takes away much from it or not. So let's head outside. Well, all right, guys, we made it outside at least. Let's see, where do I want to test on? I mean, you can see that slow crawl ain't bad with that 15 tooth in there. So we're just gonna cruise, have a little fun. No destination intended here. I think a 15 tooth on this 27 turn is a pretty good setup, especially with this Hobby Wing 1080. Look at the flex on that though. This is a flexible old machine here. Oh, we almost did it. You know what that means, don't you? It means time to use this cheap, worn winch for probably the last time, hopefully, because I'm going to have my KMS winches here pretty soon. My buddy Robert just sent me a little video. He got done building them. Anyone that's watching this, I'm looking for a good deal on a Gladiator body. Is the one I'm going to send him is the one that I've already cut 2 doors out of, and I think he's also he would rather have a full size one, that's not cut yet. So if I can find one, I would like to send it to him. Anyway, let's see what this winch can do. I know it usually just tangles up. Now the winches I'm getting are we call them servo winches, and they will pull this whole damn truck right over this. I guarantee it. We'll find out soon. Will this one do it? Now, see, the problem with these winches is they will tangle real easy. So you got to make sure you get them right. They will tangle up in a heartbeat. Come on, boy, you can do it. Can you do it? Holy crap. I wasn't expecting this winch to do that. I am not touching the gas. I totally just pulled this thing over there. But again, this is a 7-pound truck probably. The winches I'm getting is going to be lifting 25 pounds or more. They can. But I'm actually surprised this winch just done that. I didn't expect it to pull without hanging up and bogging down. Really, the bogging of this winch is usually because it will come off track in here. If you don't keep that thing lined up right on your own, it pops off, and that's when you have a hang up. So, other than that, it's not a bad winch, but when I put my servo winch in, I'm still going to hopefully be able to use my winch controller with the wireless button I got here. I'm not using the 4-channel controller. Now I actually got the winch controller hooked to my controller here. So anyway, that actually just surprised me. Let me get my drag brake set up just right here. I'm actually really happy with that. But one thing about it, I'm probably going to put this winch here on my RC 4-wheel drive because it's a scale looking winch. And if I ever get my Toyota body, I would like to keep it scale, even though it's going to be a heavy truck. The grass is a little tall again because the pulley on my mower I got to get replaced, but I can't complain about this truck though. And honestly, the more I'm driving it, the more I'm liking the setup I got in it right now. It's walking across some of the stuff because it doesn't look like big obstacles, but I ain't gonna kid you, it's not that easy. I mean, I know where to drive because I've been practicing on it, but still. If you come over here for the first time and you try to run across these rocks, you're not gonna have a lot of luck unless you're just one of them experienced kind of people. I guarantee you my first time wasn't beautiful. Even this one, you gotta get that dang bumper off there. But when it comes to torque, you can't beat Home's Hobby. And look at the flexibility on this truck. I am spoiled with the Traxxas TRX4 steering radius because you can't touch it. I mean, I don't know what other rigs there are out there that have that kind of steering radius, but I know it's not the Gen 8. I do have I've said it before, I got a really short servo horn on this truck right now is why I don't have the radius. My other Gen 8 has a better rear steering to it. But look at this thing, she's a creeper. And Doesn't take much gas to get this thing to go where you want it to go. It will climb. Oh, man. I'm really looking forward to getting my KMS winches to see what a real winch can do. I'm not knocking the worn winches or nothing, but everybody knows this winch is for looks more than, well, I can't say that because I've used it many a times. I've even had this winch quit on me, lock all the way up from running in the water all the time, and all I had to do was take it apart, clean it, put it back together, and she works like new. And that was months ago that I'd done that. See that the biggest problem on that track is on this one I got a broken rock slider. But the biggest problem with the Traxxas is downhill. And that one there jumped just because the rock slider was hanging. And because I made it, but it's not the ESC or motor at all, I guarantee that. And again, for the people that are new to the channel or just watching this video and haven't seen my other ones, this is not an Axe edition anyway. This was a regular Gen 8 V2. I just got the Axe body on it and stuff like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have took that Axe system out of it if I had that. But the right setup, I mean, it's almost like running a brushless one. I'm not going to complain about it. I need to get me a good set of rock sliders though. And again, like I say, anybody that's got a Gladiator body that they can come off of for a decent price or want to do some trading for something, just let me know in the videos, because I'm trying to get one for my buddy Robert with KMS winches. Which I'll probably be sending mine out Friday for him if I don't find another one. What are you doing there? Get off that rock. There we go. I think we need to go around and come up this over here before I finish off though. Yeah, that's top speed now though. That 17 tooth that was in it gives it a decent top speed. It just takes away too much torque. Coming from this angle, it takes a couple to approach, but then we go boom shakalaka like that. And then we break it. Then we just tear apart the rest of the course. The rock sliders, I would have just took the rock sliders straight off of this truck, but the body will hang on everything if I do. Can't make it up the carpet unless I push on the bunk bed that way, because it got moved over this way and now it's too much slack here. We're gonna pop a wheelie at the top probably. Maybe. TRX4 won't make it. Oh. Alright, let's see. But now if I come over here and I just lean against the bunk bed a little bit, probably come right up it. Oops. We made it. I had to catch it because I got a little wheelie happy there. And here's the new obstacle that I just did the other. I might have put it in the last video, but fairly new obstacle. And you get down here, it's got enough lean that it will almost make you start sliding off of it if your tires are wet. Because they're pretty slippery anyway. Now the problem with this truck though is this dang steering radius is just horrible. But it will climb I hate them. I hate when shocks stay leaning. I do. We got a couple boards that are just laying up here because they're probably what I'm going to make my teeter-totter out of. There's so much stuff in my way over here now. I can't hardly walk close enough if it falls to catch. And it's hard to actually see the tire placement from over here. I ain't gonna lie. And try to aim a camera. Very nice. All right, guys. Just trying to keep it short and sweet today. Having a little fun, so hopefully I will get some time to do something to the course sooner or later. I just been rough on that one. So anyway, please like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.